It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Miami Heat. Won by the Miami Heat. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Freak for two. The screen sets him up for two.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. To Dragic. No good to Butler. Down low. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Dragic. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. And a throwdown.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Miami with the basketball. To Butler. Waiters. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Pass stolen by Miami. Butler to Dragic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Dragic wide open, knocks it down.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
To Bledsoe. Giannis for 2. Miami secures the rebound. Dragic with the basketball. His team up by 1. To Butler. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
The Bucks at the controls. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Bledsoe. His first effort off the mark. Butler into the front court. Leads 3. Rises for the slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Waiters to Butler. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
George Hill to Matthews. It's the Heat with the possession. Waiters to Butler. Probing the defense. And Jimmy Butler, wide open look, won't go.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you 80 million.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter with the Heat in front. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
To George Hill. Beyond the arc for 3. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Parker to Butler.
Screen.
Parker to Butler. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Not that time. It's the Heat with the possession. To Butler. Probing the defense. Takes stock of the floor. The drive, right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
Here we go. My ball.
Matthews sizing up Iguodala. Can't connect.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Five to shoot for Miami. Jimmy Butler for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go. Hill across the timeline. Right now, down 7. To Matthews. 5 on the shot clock. Matthews. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Bam Adebayo. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 72%. First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Bledsoe with the basketball. Margins 8. Whoa, Chris Middleton. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Buy more of our tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Parker. Butler for two. And a putback slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Bledsoe. Zach Randolph. Huge block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Zach Randolph. Hill. Can't miss those. To Randolph. To Butler. Good. Off a spin.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Bucks basketball to Hill. Sizing up the defense. Hill. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Parker into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Bledsoe to Middleton. Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Butler to Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Cashes in for 2.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Parker grabs the rebound. That's it for the first half, as the Heat enjoy some breathing room.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Heat didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat. The Bucks did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Missed threes. Player of the half.
Butler has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Bledsoe with it up top. The deficit now up to 12. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Waiters to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Five seconds to shoot. Has a look. And strokes it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Giannis in control of the basketball. 14-point deficit. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe to Middleton. Antetokounmpo. Giannis. Antetokounmpo. 4 out of 7.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Butler. They'll get it down to Leonard. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Nothing going here on that drive. Middleton from the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Bledsoe at the basketball. His guys down big. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. To Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3. Off the mark. No good. Kelly Olynyk. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Bledsoe. To Antetokounmpo. Going to launch beyond the arc. The Heat secure the rebound. Butler to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. Matthews curling inside. Short jumper stays out. Dragic into the front court. He'll run the offense. Looking to take this all the way. Can't connect from in close. Bucks at the controls.
I got ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Surveys the floor. Middleton to Bledsoe. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Butler into the front court. His guys leading by 14. To Waiters. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Ah, the monster stuff. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions. Milwaukee.
Dragic to Butler. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Hill into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Screen coming. Middleton to Matthews. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. To Butler. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Matthews. Jimmy Butler rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Has a chance, gets a look, can't hit. The follow won't go either. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Jimmy Butler, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. And the Heat right now are feeling good. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle. Fires the three. Rebound comes to Miami. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Lopez to Adetokounmpo and throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Butler to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. And he knocks it down, Jay.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Adetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. Down low. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Bledsoe to Adetokounmpo. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Adetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. Followed up. Brook Lopez with the slam.
You see, Ed, that's the advantage of growing up playing with and against a twin. A lot of fights, a lot of physicality, and controlling the glass is everything.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 11, Dion Waiters. Stepping in for the Milwaukee Bucks. Number 2, Wesley.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Waiters to Butler. Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Bledsoe to Adetokounmpo. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. On the follow, way to stay with it.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
With the flush, taking on all comers. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Giannis shoots. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Parker to Butler. Parker can't connect. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Nikola Mirotic trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. And he misses that one free throw.
1 minute left in the fourth quarter.
And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 7, Goran Dragic. And number 50, Zach Randolph.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. To Bledsoe. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Middleton off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Butler, down low Randolph. The big fella, Zach Randolph. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The Bucks at the controls. With the step back.
2 points.
The Heat with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat came away with the victory in this one. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high-percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat. The Bucks didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Assists.
The Milwaukee Bucks definitely suffer from poor communication in this game. And I say that because of how many assists they gave up. The frustration among them was pretty obvious. Butler was behind the majority of those dimes and deserves a lot of credit for having his passes on target and on time.
Player of the game.
Butler could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Milwaukee Bucks. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.